when my wife watches this today, the moment you're watching this, will be her first time that she finds out that the reason we're dating is because 我的中文不好。Wish me luck, I shall be crucified. Hello, 想要一杯米浆。That's hot. Still way too hot, but incredible. Guys, make sure you hit like and subscribe to help me in my efforts of cooling this mijiang down and pass the blessings to you. 我要问大家一个问题，一个欧美男生为什么要来台湾？贫穷就是其中一个原因。工作、教英文 or got struck by yellow fever, fell in love, and married an Asian woman. Well, a Taiwanese woman, a Taiwanese babe. I, fortunately, fit in the third category, as well as many others just like myself, Cole, Wufeng, which now leads me into the big question everyone asks me. How did I meet my wife? Well, this is the story of Xiaobei and Xiaowen. I love it. The story all begins in 2013 when I volunteered to represent the Mormon Church and go on a voluntary mission in Washington, D.C. Upon request from the church, I had to self-learn Mandarin Chinese to effectively proselyte with the growing Taiwanese and Chinese people in the Washington, D.C. area. This was the stepping stone for me becoming who I am today, Xiaobei. I was given the surname Bei, and as fate had it, my first companion and trainer just so happened to be from Jianghua City, which, may I add, was only a minute away from my wife's house. Mormon missionaries, for as long as electronics have been out, have not been allowed to use electronics, right? Well, in 2015, I was granted permission to use Facebook and an iPad as a tool to proselyte and to share the message that I had. And just like any 20-year-old with raging yellow fever would do, I added a ton of Asian women on my Facebook. I mean, I'm not being creepy, I'm just being transparent. Fate would have it, the heavens opened, and one of those Asian women with a Chinese name that I added was my future wife. 这个就是缘分. Yes, I know I made the first legitimate move, right? I will admit it was me that added her. But I am quite confident she was the one that messaged me first. Now, she may disagree, she may say otherwise, but I am pretty sure it was her. 一个真正的问题，在我们两个人中间，谁发的第一个讯息？你我。啊？你呀？没有。不然我怎么找到你？我加你，但是你后来跟我开始聊天。She really did send me the first DM. I mean, like, how do you not DM this guy? Hi. As time had it, we sent messages back and forth. I eventually returned home and finished my service in DC. And that's when we really started connecting. What a horrible little metaphor. It's like a chain. It's a chain, guys. We had video chats on a daily, and our inboxes were always chucking messages back and forth. At that time, I had 2 years of self-taught Chinese. For me, I could converse with people, it was acceptable, it was sufficient, it was good enough to get by. But during conversing with my wife in Chinese, I made a translation error that ended up with us getting married. Oh, baby, why you act so cold? That little dress hotter than July. Your mama said look out for guys like me, but you keep on cheating out the corner of your eye. Okay, so here's what basically went down. I was with my family in Mexico enjoying the beach, and I get a message on my phone from my wife, which reads, 你要不要在一起? Now, at that time, we had never physically been together, 面对面，从来没有. So I was flattered, and I thought that would be nice to be able to be with her. So I took the translation very literal. 要不要 do I want to 在一起 be together in a location? Okay, so I replied to her and I said 当然我当然要在一起 You know, and she sent me some hearts and a smiley face, and I just thought, man, we're just on the same page here. But oh, was I wrong? So minutes go by, and I start getting messages from my friends and family members, a little concerned, questioned, shocked about my next new status in life. What status? What status? So I hop on Facebook and there it is. I have a new notification. Shawan and Logan have changed their status to in a relationship. What happened? When did I say we were together? 要不要在一起到底是什么意思? Well, at the time, I didn't even know what it meant. But I'm not a heartbreaker, and you know what? Truth be told, I actually like that girl. So I decided just to go with the flow and to give it a try. Well, eventually the courtship moved up in its status. We had been chatting for months, and eventually my wife, in October, made the audacious quest to come see me in America. It was her first time going abroad, first time on a plane, and well, her English... And for a girl to go to a foreign country to meet a stranger boy, that's risky, that's dangerous, but that is a brave step for love. My wife was in America with me for 2 weeks. Every single day she went to work with me, she went to college with me, we went shopping, we did tons of things. Although we spent all that time together, I never got sick of her. Instead, it was the opposite. I was liking this girl more and more, and seriously, every single second with her, it was pure happiness, which led me to do one of the most craziest things I would ever do in my life. Oh, 丢垃圾。先生，我帮你好不好? Sorry about that. I love the Taiwanese garbage trucks. We had known each other for 4 months virtually. We've known each other in person for 2 weeks. And I was ready to do the craziest thing ever. You see, I'm from America, she's from Taiwan. This courtship wasn't long, but I could definitely tell it was something that I valued and something that she valued. So with something so bizarre like this, I had to take a risk that was even crazier. I proposed. Yep, no big surprise, she said yes. And which is why I'm making today's video. Today happens to be our 5th year wedding anniversary. That's right, folks. We somehow survived 5 years, and that's a miracle of itself. I'm alive. 对，没错，然后要加上一只这个就好了。然后你有任何 Hello Kitty 东西吗？ Beautiful. I got 15 roses all together, 5 of each color to represent the 5 years of marriage that we've had. I want to say big thank you for my wife for all the time. Without her, I wouldn't be in Taiwan. I wouldn't have my 2 exceptional kids. I wouldn't be addicted to Mijiang, and of course, I wouldn't have someone that keeps me in line as well as she does. So big thanks, Mijiang Lao Po, wan sui! I am a sucker for great love stories. So in the comments down below, share your love story with me. Really fun fact about today, all of the locations that we went were places that my wife took me on my very first day here in Taiwan. Please wish me luck. When my wife watches this today, the moment you're watching this, will be her first time that she finds out that the reason we're dating is because, well, the 中文不好. Wish me luck. I shall be crucified. Guys, I think you all know what to say. 喝一杯，快乐一杯，米浆万岁。哦，真假？你喝。哦，谢谢。加油加油！我爱你了。拜拜拜拜。好，谢谢。哦。OK。我在拍 ending 的时候，一个超级棒的一个粉丝过来，给我米浆。